So it was about a couple of weeks before the draft camp, national draft camp. They went out for coffee with them, and they pretty much sat down, we had a chat, talked about how school's going, and then they said, yeah, we've had a look at you and we thought, yeah, we might take your father's son. And I said, beautiful. I'm happy with that. Took me about 5 minutes before it sunk in, but yeah, it was a pretty surreal feeling. I tried to hide my emotions a little bit, but as soon as we got in the car away from the recruiters, I was pretty ecstatic, big smile on my face, so it was good. Pretty big dream of mine. I was like, oh, I could do this if I'm good enough. Every dream of a little kid is to kick a winning goal on the premiership side, but I think mine was just to make it to the AFL. Playing a team, playing on the big stage, and hopefully that'll come true.
Western Bulldogs star Ryan Griffin has walked out after requesting a trade to GWS. This occurs just days after Brendan McCartney resigned as head coach, sending the kennel into crisis, with both the captain and the coach gone.
The crisis was pretty bad, actually. I was wondering what's going on with the club. What have I got myself into? I was thinking maybe I should get traded somewhere else, just so I don't have to be part of this. Transition was tough at first. Pre-season was pretty long. Long hours, waking up, crack of dawn, not getting home till 5 or 6. Probably the hardest I've ever worked. All the older blokes give it to you if you don't get up the front, so yeah, it's pretty brutal. But in the end, it's worked out great. The new coach is brilliant.
The club had, during the medical screening, identified that he had a really loose shoulder on his left-hand side, and they made almost like a preventative type decision, say, okay, it's not going to be 100%, and he's only 18 years of age, so we'll do the surgery now.
It's where they pretty much drill into the bone of the actual cup, and then put the socket in there, the ball, and then 2 screws through it. So I'd say it's pretty nasty work. Definitely was the most painful thing I've ever had. One of my main objectives for the year was to just get through the season unscathed, and hopefully try and get a senior game next year or something like that, just play a whole year in VFL. But obviously didn't happen for me, and it's pretty tough being in rehab because you're pretty much secluded from the main group. It's meant to be about a 16, 20-week injury.
Western Bulldogs defender Zaine Cordy has been selected in the lineup for Footscray this weekend in the VFL against Geelong. Cordy will play his first game for the Dogs since he went under the knife in January.
Because it's not underage anymore, you're playing, seniors, and like you can be big, huge bodies, and that's what I was more worried about. I thought he might have been out of his league.
I don't usually get that nervous, but I was before this one, about half an hour before the game. My hands started shaking a little bit in the change rooms. Yeah, it was a little bit weird.
His first game was unbelievable. He just marked everything. He had a huge number of possessions, lots of kicks, and just looked like he was loving it. So, yeah, it was a bit of a shock.
Two weeks after my first game, it was in the first quarter, went to spoil the ball, and my opponent's head came in front of the ball, so I went to spoil and punched him in the head, and it hit my thumb, and I thought, oh, that doesn't feel too good. Played on through the first quarter, I got worse and worse, so I got it strapped. Played through the second quarter, couldn't tackle anyone, couldn't mark the ball. I was just in a lot of pain. I was like, this is not great. Showed it to the physios, they said, yeah, you've probably broken it, but we need you to play on, because we already had a bloke who'd fractured his eye socket, and yeah, played through the rest of the game. And then got scans on the Monday, and found out I'd broken my thumb at the base pretty badly. So I had surgery, and I think it's a 6-week process, so it's not too bad. A lot easier than the shoulder. Yeah, I was a little bit different. I wanted to be world #1 tennis player, but that obviously didn't work out. I think everyone's goal is to win a premiership. That'd be nice, but no, just to get a regular game in the senior side. Yeah, it'd be good playing in front of 20,000+ people in an arena. That'd be a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to do that. We'll see how it goes. Someone who did his role for the team. Didn't try and do the fancy stuff. That's all I want to be known for.
To me, every time I wore this, it was an achievement. And throughout your whole careers, you should always know that every time you put this on and get honoured with a jersey and represent everything that everyone in this organisation is about, it is an honour and you should play with nothing to lose. There are people who are out there whose job it is just to try and make you doubt yourself and that you don't deserve this and this isn't an achievement, but it is.
And a big last quarter coming up. 5th, 6th on the AFL ladder. Dogs by 11.
Obviously, Cordy's back on the ground. A skinny young fella.
Zaine Cordy, the sub, activated for the Bulldogs.
About 192 centimetres.
For the Dogs' 8th debutant this year. Here's a defender, Zaine Cordy. Was groomed as a defender. Big moment for him in game 1. Higgins, caught, stripped of it, dragged down. And he's got it. It's a free kick margin.
Just say here, this is the difference. The held tackle. Well done there by Cordy. Came in there. Normally he's down the other end, but that held tackle, effective tackle, was the difference.
He ducked into a hole, and up by his player, and he might be gone now. Cordy, first touch, first gamer.
The ability for guys to come into the side and still be able to carry out their roles.
Twice the wins as last year. They're twice the team as last year. Dare to dream, Dog fans. From 16 points down.
Murphy's done a knee in that twist under the ball.
He's done the string. He's pulled the string.
The Western Bulldogs have suspended 2 players over a boozy brawl. Tom Boyd and Zaine Cordy.
Same thing. It's a horrible injury. He's hurt himself. There, Wallace hurt. It's a really bad break of the league here.
Overran the footy, Gabe picking an opportunity. Cordy around the corner, steadies it. It's his first ever career goal.
The Dogs haven't won a game in Perth since 2010, but are confident of causing an upset.
Just lays it up. Chance here. Liberatore! What a finish! Libba back in the team. They've kicked 4 in a row. And here he's a long way from home. He kicks from about 53 metres, and the distance doesn't bother him at all.
Ironic, the West Coast Eagles finish up with the football because the Western Bulldogs have won a famous victory.
Takes a wonderful mark against Hodge of all comers. Oh, Stringer, yes! He's done it. He's kicked 3. And then, you know who? Of course it's him. It's him. It's been 55 years to the day they've won consecutive finals.
Cordy did well to bring it to ground, won his own footy, and now coming through, Clay Smith, the first goal of the prelim final. Clay Smith, Eastern Ward! Sensational grab!
The box is perfect punch to the jaw that knocks players out, and I think he's out. That's not brilliant. Gave it to Cordy. Snap it, goal. Dogs are back in it. Unbelievable play from the Dogs. In front of goal. Cordy's got another. They've kicked it. They've hit the front, the Dogs.
I've been wanting to say this for as long as I can remember. The Bulldogs go through to a grand final. Can you believe it? A 55-year drought ended. The Dogs are in the grand final. mark and brings it back brilliantly. What a goal!
He knew that he owed them one. That's a massive goal. They needed to put some scoreboard pressure back on the Swans.
It's their first score in the grand final since 1961.
The pain of discipline. Think of the rewards. Think of how hard you worked to this point in time.
Franklin was run down. Tom Boyd's got it. Tom Boyd goes long. How will it bounce? The stadium holds its breath. It's a goal. And the western suburbs erupt.
It's over. It's all over. The drought. The dam wall is busted. In 62 long years,